What's up, everybody? Welcome back for another episode of First Eps. We're back here, First Eps Central.
Yep.
About to talk about the brand new Apple TV series, exclusive, The Shrink Next Door, starring Paul Rudd and Will Ferrell. So yeah, let's do it. My name is Eric.
Keith.
Let's go. This is First Eps. All right, everybody, welcome back for another episode of First Eps. We just literally finished watching this new show.
Thank the Lord.
But before that, let's what have you been up to? The viewers, the listeners, they need to know more about.
I know our personal lives. Yeah, I've heard that. I saw
specifically you. They're constantly sending DMs like, "Tell me about Keith."
Yeah. Well, let me tell you what Keith did. So, Keith played some video games today. Saw his parents for some lunch, and that's Keith. That was today. Yeah. How about you? What did you do? Good weekend.
I spent today kind of nursing a little bit of a hangover.
Okay.
Yeah, Tide went on a little much last night.
Big wrestling match. Yeah.
And then just watched the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, yeah. And they won.
They crushed it.
They did.
They crushed it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then we just watched The Shrink Next Door.
Yep.
A brand new Apple... Is it Apple Plus? Apple TV Plus?
Let us know in the comments.
But yeah, so it's new Apple TV Plus series, The Shrink Next Door, starring 2021's sexiest man alive, Paul Rudd. How do you feel about that? Yeah,
I disagree.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who do you think it should have been? Not me, except you and I. Like, we're
excluding
us.
Exactly. First Eps excluded. I don't know. Let me think about that.
Yeah, come back to it.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure to. It's certainly not Paul Rudd.
What about Will Ferrell?
No. Oh, God.
All right. Oof. Well,
Bobby Cannavale?
See? He's up there. I don't know if this is Paul Rudd, but,
I mean, Paul Rudd is fine. He's fine. Yeah. He's fine.
All right. Let's talk more about Paul Rudd.
Yeah. Less about his sexual vigor and more about his
acting chops.
Yeah,
so this is it's a brand new show. It's based on a podcast it's a 2019 podcast, the same name, The Shrink Next Door. And in looking up the podcast, I kind of found a little bit more about what the show is going to be. I'm not going to say.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the show that we watched. We watched the first episode. I think there's going to be 10 episodes total.
Okay. In this arc.
Well, yeah.
Or is it over with then?
I have no idea.
You don't know?
I have no clue.
Okay.
But yeah, so it starts off, there's a little disclaimer. The series is based on real events. So I was like, all right, that's cool.
Missed that.
And then we start out, and everything was just kind of like, I mean, it was directed very well, but a lot of it was just left to, interpretation and visualism.
Yeah.
So, like, we just see a beekeeper tending to some bees.
Yep.
No idea what that is.
Yep.
And then credits.
Right.
Like, so we see this beekeeper for a few minutes, credits, and then it says, based on the podcast. Beautiful credits, just like, I don't know, it was like a bush or something.
Yeah.
And then we go and we see Paul Rudd. He's at his at some party. He's hosting. He's got
gray
hair,
glasses.
Yeah. Beautiful house.
Yeah, somewhere in California, I imagine, because we see Lisa Rinna do a cameo.
Yep. But it's like I don't know. It's his party. It's whatever. Yeah, he's just going around. He's schmoozing for sure.
He's so good. Yeah. Oh, Lily, haven't seen you in forever. Oh, Bob, you're looking good. Yeah. Maria, Lisa, picture with me, please. Thank you. Yeah.
And he's got a very severe New York accent that you were not a fan of.
It just felt very, very put on. I thought it was some weird Cockney accent at first.
You were a master of accents.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
I'm a little bit better at identifying them than I am at speaking them. But this one was bad. But then I don't know if it grew on me as we watched more or
and I thought it was fine. I thought it was I thought you did a great job.
You identified it instantly as being from New York?
Yeah. And I didn't live in New York for a great period of time. Like
nobody talks like that there.
Yeah, they do. In every movie I've seen that's set in New York, they always,
because they're all by Woody Allen who talks like that. That's like the only person.
Yeah, they're just the long.
And of course, Paul Rudd now, and what's his name?
Paul. Hey, I'm Paul Rudd.
I mean, some people talk like that. I guess,
most of them do.
No, they don't. Not most of them.
All right, we'll come back to this. Let us know if you're from New York. Tell us if you talk like that. So we see Paul Rudd, like I said, he's schmoozing, and then they show the party after the party, and everybody's gone home. It's nighttime. There's shit everywhere, and then some guy who we don't meet yet or see just starts smashing everything.
Yes,
but
you could tell by the fro that it had to be our boy.
It definitely. Knowing Will Ferrell was in this, it was like, okay, that's Will Ferrell. And then we go back in time to 1982.
Yep.
And we then see Will Ferrell at a fabric factory.
Yep. Very channeling Bob Ross.
Oh yeah, very definitely. He's got the little fro going on.
Yeah, the glasses. I feel like he's like kind of meek and quiet talker.
Yeah, he definitely is, because that's what we're building up in this entire episode, entire show. But yeah, so Catherine Hahn makes an appearance.
Best part of the entire show.
She was great.
Right, she stole every scene she was in.
She was great. She played his sister.
Yep.
And she's trying to encourage Will Ferrell to go to a therapist.
Mm-hmm. To be more in control. She was very much like trying to support him.
Yeah. So we start seeing like what issues Will Ferrell has right away. Like his ex-girlfriend comes in and she's like a total B.
Yeah.
And
it's a total B.
Total B.
But I did like her haircut. I have to admit, I did like the hair.
Really?
Yeah. You weren't a fan of it?
I don't remember it.
Kind of loose bob.
Yeah, I don't remember it. You're a sucker for a loose bob.
I always say that. In my men and my women's hair.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, hey, Bob.
Hey, that's not a loose one. Anyway.
Perfect.
Yeah.
If your name's Bob, send us a DM. Let us know how you felt about that joke. So yeah, his ex-girlfriend is like angry customers that are total D's. Yep. You got B's and D's.
Yep. Basically another day in New York.
Yeah, and then it's just Will Ferrell, and then he just has like a panic attack and goes hides behind the curtain.
And like faints behind in the tapestries.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, Catherine Hahn's like, what are you doing? Like, and he's just like, she's like, oh, you're fainting. Like,
he's like clutching it as he's going down.
Now the show is not it's not a comedy.
Oh.
Really, in any way, I mean,
funny,
it was,
right?
Yeah, there's funny parts of it, but like, it wasn't
him,
like,
not with him.
Yeah, sure, yeah. But yeah, it's not really like, you see Paul Rudd and Will Ferrell in a show, and it's not like a comedy like that.
I would agree. Yeah.
It's definitely more
dramatic.
Yeah. And with like, it's clever. It's
awkward. It's got those kind of cringe laughs, a lot of them.
Yeah. So, next up, we see Will Ferrell does go see the shrink, and that shrink is Paul Rudd.
But now he's young.
Young Paul Rudd.
Because it's back in the past.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how
you said that earlier.
That's how this stuff works.
Yeah, that's how it works. But his hair is back now. He's got luscious hair. Still kind of has like a dad outfit on. Not really.
Who, Paul Rudd?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little hippie. I wasn't sure. Is that part of the outfit, or is he just a little hippie in person now?
I don't know.
Because the outfit was doing no favors. It kind of bunches around the midsection, so it just looked a little, maybe that's an 80s look.
Yeah, I was not paying attention to his
midsection.
Yeah, to the fitting of the outfit. I guess the pants were a little loose.
You were paying attention. How could you not?
Yeah. So, Will Ferrell's like, I don't need to see a shrink. He's like, I don't know. So Paul Rudd's like, well, let's just shoot the breeze.
Yeah, let's take a walk.
I love that. I love anybody that says shoot the breeze. So they take a walk, and I loved this part because it's like 1982 New York, and they're just walking around, and everything's like for the period, for the era.
That was cool,
and that was really cool.
I was trying to figure out whether it was
set
stuff. Like, did they alter? Like, was it all green screen, or were they really walking New York and they just overlaid things on top of it?
It was either like a studio lot, or it was New York. But there was no like New York landmarks or anything. No. So it could have been shot anywhere.
But it did look really old.
Yeah,
I don't think Pasadena don't look like that anymore now. But I don't know, maybe they do. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe it was just a studio a lot that they were on or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really cool seeing all the things. I always like period stuff like that where, like you get to see, especially stuff that I'm familiar with, not as much like, Victorian era stuff, but like, I like to look at like the,
like
the
old
Burger
cars
and stuff and think, exactly. And think about like how, I'm like, man, they really thought of everything.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So as they're on their walk, Paul Rudd's like, all right, let's play some basketball. And that part was funny because Will Ferrell's just like hiding from the ball.
I think
He's just like terrified.
To gym class. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so yeah, he starts discussing how like Will Ferrell's just too nice about everything. And, then this is what they're going to start to work on.
Yep.
Paul Rudd's going to help him figure out, why he's too nice. So they call his like, his ex-girlfriend. So yeah, she thinks she's owed like a trip to Mexico, and Will Ferrell's, he's gonna give it to her, and then Paul Rudd's like, no, you gotta talk.
They talked about it when he broke up with her, and then she's like, but you still promised me that trip to Mexico, so she's demanding it.
Yeah, which is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. Come on.
So he's trying to get him to like stand up to her.
Yeah.
And he has a panic. Will Ferrell has a panic attack again, and so they go to like this frame store that they're near.
Yeah.
That I guess Paul Rudd is. He loves frames.
Yeah.
Like he's just getting everything. He's got a picture with him from like someone from Glow.
Right. That was a Glow.
He's got an article from like something from a newspaper.
Wasn't it like a baseball card too or something?
It was the most ridiculous things. And he's just getting everything framed. Yeah. Which is, it's cool. If you like frames, go for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they go to, there was a huge argument. It was like the longest argument about who's paying. Oh. It was great. It was very much just like, no. And then they're like doing their New York accents.
I want you to pay. Yeah.
No, it's okay. I'll take care of it. You
take care of me. I'll take care of you.
Okay. Well, how about this? We'll go back, and it just kept going on. I was like, all right, this is great. Oh my gosh, I loved it.
Very Seinfeld. That would have definitely a Seinfeld vibe.
Yes. So then they go to the ex's apartment to talk to her about that, and they stand up to her.
Yep.
Paul Rudd comes in and he lays down the law.
She's left in shock.
Yeah, it was great. I thought that was a great part too because he's like, this conversation has been documented.
That was good. Yeah.
Will Ferrell's like, yeah, documented. And then so they come out of it, and Will Ferrell's like fired a whole new up. Man. Yeah, super excited. And Paul Rudd's like, you're my new project. We're gonna work on this together. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna fix you.
Yeah.
And he's like, let's hug.
Yeah. I'm a hugger.
Yeah. And then we cut back to the future then we see officially it is Will Ferrell that's there breaking stuff and just burying all Paul Rudd's things.
All his cherished objects that he knew about because he was kind of with them when he was trying to form these ideas.
Yeah, exactly.
So they've been together for a very long time, we've learned, in some way, shape, or form.
Yes, and so I didn't know that because I guess this relationship spanned 3 decades.
Okay.
From the podcast. Is what.
So this is modern day when he's in the backyard burying things. Okay.
Yeah. So and then that's it. That was the first episode. It was short. I think it was only a half hour.
Yeah, I'm surprised how short it was.
And then and it just just leaves you wanting more.
I mean, I can see by what you're saying right now already. What did you think that the ending was sufficient, or did you wish it? I kind of thought it was a little jarring how it ended.
I did too.
Okay.
Well, I wasn't even sure like if it was an hour show, if it was a half hour show, and then all of a sudden it just ended, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, I felt like I wanted a little bit more, but I think it's fine. Because it's going to make you want to watch the next episode.
Exactly. And I think it's because... So I think they released the first 3 episodes. So it was one of those situations where they could just... We've talked about it before. Where, they have the ability to just kind of stop it wherever because the other one is, like, there to watch right away. So, and they're like, oh, it was only a half hour. We could watch another one. Let's just do another one. So I think that's... I do think there's, like, a criteria. Like, there's definitely, like, planning behind the way they handle these.
That's cool. Yeah.
So we should. I wonder how you get the job trying to figure this out.
Where the splice is going to go.
Listen, we've got 3 episodes coming out.
Options.
We could just end it right in the middle. Force people into episode 2.
Splice it in between mid blink of Catherine Hahn,
and then everybody's coming back for more. I'm a New York guy, and this is how I talk now.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. See.
This is I feel like I'm right back there now.
Hey, we're gonna
Tony Dunn's
hey, Molnar. Who's the boss? So that was our show. I'm interested in the podcast. Like I may go check that out.
Really?
As well. Yeah, because it's
is this still ongoing or is it?
No. It was done. And then Apple bought the rights to it or whatever.
Wow,
secured the top.
Makes me want to write some cool podcasts.
Yeah, dude, Apple. You buy our rights, baby.
Wow.
The First Eps podcast.
Oh, the rise to fame.
Yes,
stardom.
Hashtag Apple. Everybody listening, start sending letters.
Who's playing you in the show? Are you Paul Rudd or are you Will Ferrell?
Oh, jeez, probably. I'm probably.
You're Paul Rudd, right?
Well, I mean, if we're just going by height, we gotta.
Fine.
We gotta. So yeah, now I know you have a love for both Paul Rudd and more specifically Will Ferrell, in that you absolutely despise him.
Yeah. So Paul Rudd to me is on the Bobby Cannavale scale about a 50 or 40. He's fine. Okay. I can watch him. He's fine. Will Ferrell is tanked towards the bottom. I mean, put his feet in cement and just dunk him in the East River.
Even when I suggested this show, you were just like, ugh, like you wanted nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I think that people back in New York saw my eye roll.
It was bad.
They did.
So I was like, all right, let's just, we'll just.
You said the fans wanted this, and I said I'm going to give it to them.
Yeah, and I also said there was nothing else really that came out this week. So you had no choice.
So yeah, it was really I had to do it. My feet were tied. Wait, hands were tied.
Yeah. Well, both of them were tied, and I forced you. I taped your eyelids open, and
you did.
I forced you to watch this show.
Yep. And I have to tell you, we'll talk about it, I guess. Yeah. I was going to spoil it.
We'll come back and we'll review it, but I do want to keep talking about Paul Rudd and Will Ferrell.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So they've worked together before in like Anchorman. They were together, and a couple other ones.
Yeah.
But it was really exciting when I saw that they're going to be working together again. Sure. Now, I'm a huge Paul Rudd fan.
Yep.
I'm a huge Will Ferrell fan.
You're a huge Will Ferrell fan?
I am. He's like one of my favorite comedic actors. Yeah.
I guess it's
like Seth Rogen.
He's okay.
Will Ferrell. Okay. Paul Rudd.
No,
I don't know. I'd have to think about that more. But they're definitely up there.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Channing Tatum.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
I don't know if he's in the top, but I wanted to do a little thing. So I picked out my top 5 favorite movies from each of these actors. Now I know you don't have 5 movies that you like from these actors. I don't know if you have
5 movies from either.
Exactly. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you their IMDb page. I'm going to give you Paul Rudd's IMDb page.
All right.
And I want you to just, as I'm talking about my favorite movies, I want you to scroll through here and see if there's one that you would say that you liked.
That I like.
Yeah.
All right. So
not even just liked because, but like something you'd be like, oh, that's my favorite.
All right. So my favorite out of this.
So this is Paul Rudd.
Okay.
All right. And while he's doing that, let's talk about Paul Rudd, everybody.
While I'm occupied.
Well, he's occupied. My top 5 favorite Paul Rudd movies. Let's start with number 5. We got to go back in time for this one.
Oh, yeah.
Clueless.
Okay.
I mean, who doesn't like
that's
Clueless?
A good movie. That might be mine.
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
So, in that, he's like, this is when, like, before Paul Rudd was a household name.
Right.
Before he was the sexiest man alive. He was Alicia Silverstone's stepbrother love interest.
Yes.
Which,
that's right.
Weird.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
But he was great in that.
Yep. Sure.
And like still hasn't changed from that. Like if you look at Paul Rudd then and look at him now, he's like the exact same person. It's crazy.
Yeah.
My number 4 movie, Role Models.
Don't know that one. Tell me more.
He's great. So it's him and Stifler. I forget what that guy's name is. Sean cute. William Scott or something like that.
Yeah.
As they have to do like a Big Brother thing.
Big Brother, like
not the TV show. No, like Big Brother, Big Sister.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And they get in hijinks. And
okay.
Paul Rudd has one of the greatest scenes where he's like in a Starbucks and like he's all pissed off by the sizing of the Starbucks coffees, and he's like, "I'll have a large," and they're like, "Oh, we don't have large." It's like, well, it's like. So then he says like a grande, and they're like, "Well, grandes are medium," and it's like.
But that means large.
And it's like a venti or whatever, and he's like venti means 20, and then they're like tall, and he's like, okay, so grande is like means big. It actually is the only one here that means big, and he's like, congratulations, you're dumb in 3 languages or whatever. I love that scene.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's a good one. Number 3 for me, Ant-Man. Have you ever seen Ant-Man, the Marvel one?
No.
He's great in it. You know, he adds like a comedic thing to the superhero genre, and he's great. He's just lovable. Paul Rudd.
I probably would like it. I don't know much about Ant-Man.
Yeah, I think you would like it. He's a great character, and his powers. It's not just turning small. He could do so many. He could turn big.
I just learned that the other day in What If.
Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah, and he can talk to bugs, and all sorts of stuff.
Okay, all right. Talk to bugs.
It's great. So he's in like all those Marvel movies. Number 2, Knocked Up. It's one of my favorite comedies. Now he's not the star of this one. This one's Seth Rogen.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay.
And what's it? Katherine Heigl.
Okay.
And it's hilarious. But Paul Rudd plays like Katherine Heigl's sister's husband, and he's just like a side character, but he's just great. In fact, they made a movie with him starring in it with the same character called This Is 40.
Oh, I've heard that one.
Yeah, about them becoming
Katherine Heigl's
40.
in that. Yeah.
Katherine Heigl's not in that. That's with I can't think of that lady's name.
Meredith Grey.
Nope. That was a different show. That's Grey's Anatomy. Paul Rudd was not in that. Katherine Heigl was in that.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
All right. Anyways, my number 1 Paul Rudd movie, and it's like my favorite comedy of all time. I think it's the funniest comedy.
Okay.
I Love You, Man. Have you ever heard of this one? Seen
it?
No,
that's with Seth Rogen.
No, this is with it's with Jason Segel and Paul Rudd as they're best friends, and they're just hanging out and stuff like that. But it's the funniest movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to force you to watch it.
Okay.
I'll do it. Yeah. I'm going to have to get out the rope again, tape those eyes shut, just force you to watch this.
All right. I open my eyes, though. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right, I'm in. Yeah, when I just mimicked there, my eyes were closed with the rope.
Yeah.
So
Okay. You have to open your eyes.
Yeah.
Yes. And then I'll feed you pudding the entire time like you requested for this time, which was a weird request.
It was, but it kept me interested.
All right, so what'd you find for Paul Rudd?
200 Cigarettes.
Oh, you like that one?
I did from back in the day. I didn't know it was in that one. Christina Ricci was in that. I thought it was a really good movie. I'm going to say that, and then Friends, but that doesn't really count as a movie.
Oh, yeah, Friends. Yeah, he was great in Friends, too. But yeah, 200 Cigarettes. I remember being, really bored of that one. I think that was, I don't know. It was just...
more of an art house film.
Exactly.
I think that I kind of like the way... I remember him just being kind of a normal... Just fun. I think it was a neighbor in that or something. I'm trying to remember now what it was.
Yeah,
it's been so long.
I don't even remember what the movie
I just saw it. I was like, oh, yeah, 200 Cigarettes. I remember that.
Classic. I think I had that VHS
right?
tape.
I think I did too. I love it.
All right, so let's talk about our boy.
Okay, no, this is going to be harder.
Will Ferrell.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to pick one, honestly.
I know.
I think I could at least pick,
You might be able to pick one, and I think that one might be my number 5 movie.
Really?
And that is Elf, the Christmas classic. You can't even find love in Elf.
Oh, he's so annoying.
Oh,
he's so annoying.
Yeah, but he's like happy, and you feel like
no, it's ick.
Oh man.
Oh, you just want to slap. I want to slap him.
Wow.
I want to slap
physical
him.
Violence.
I do. That's what I want to do. Dude, I slap. I just want to see what he does.
If you want to slap a literal holiday elf,
yes,
you're definitely not going to find a movie that you like. Maybe if he's he just shows up for a line. Maybe find a movie like that.
That's what I'm hoping for.
But my number 4 movie and the next 3 or the next 4 are very similar in substance because that's kind of his thing.
Are they all the one with that other guy?
So this one is Old School. You ever seen that one?
No.
It's with Luke Wilson. And they go back to college or whatever. They get a fraternity going, and then Will Ferrell plays Frank the Tank, and he's this drunk guy, and he goes streaking. You get to see his butt. It's great.
All right.
We're going streaking. He's like, "You're my boy, Blue." Fucking
yeah. It looks amazing.
A million classic lines.
I can be talking all night about this.
All night about Old School. It's one of the best comedies ever, and Will Ferrell is the reason for it.
Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah. Okay.
Next up, Talladega Nights. Will Ferrell plays NASCAR driver Ricky Bobby in this one.
I was going to say Billy Bob, but sure, Ricky Bob.
Yep. Have you ever seen that one? Mm-mm. Oh, man. Two of your favorites.
Will Ferrell and racing.
NASCAR.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that
good.
was an automatic disqualification.
Yeah, and it's got That guy that he's always with.
Yeah. Who's fine.
Blanking on his name. What's that guy's name?
With the hair.
Yeah, with the hair. It's like a it's like a 3 name.
Ryan Michael McGummy.
No, that was close though.
I see him in here, but I don't know it doesn't say his name.
What do you mean it doesn't say his name?
I couldn't find his name.
John C. Reilly.
That's what I said. Maya Michael McGillicuddy.
Yeah, so it's like them two together, shake and bake, doing NASCAR. Amazing movie.
All right.
Number 2.
Blades of Glory, obviously.
Yeah, no.
No.
It's not very good, but,
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
That's got to be up there, right?
No, so I did not include Wedding Crashers because he has a small role in it.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It's some great lines, small role. But my number 2 is Anchorman.
Oh, of course.
One of the greats.
Yep.
I mean, you could quote that entire movie and everybody knows exactly
everyone
what you're
loves
talking
that
about.
one.
Have you seen that one?
No.
Wow.
Wait, I did. I've seen parts of it. They're fighting in the alleyway with the other news people. That was kind of funny.
Okay.
I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
I remember thinking that Steve Carell was kind of cute in that. That's the first time I realized that.
Oh, yeah.
Which is bizarre, right? But I remember that.
Paul Rudd is it? Yeah, he's in that. He's in that scene.
Don't remember Paul Rudd in that at all. Just Steve Carell.
That's funny. And then my number 1 Will Ferrell movie, Step Brothers, back with John C. Reilly.
Oh, yeah.
Just such a funny movie. Great characters. They're both just like these I don't know if they're 30. They're middle-aged, like nothings that like still live with their parents, and their parents get together. So then they have to live with each other, and they're enemies, and they become best friends.
Okay.
It's great.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
You've never seen that one either. So out of all the movies I listed, Anchorman, Step Brothers, Talladega Nights, Elf, Old School. You never seen any? You saw Elf?
I've seen Elf.
Okay.
Yeah.
I Love You, Man, Role Models, Knocked Up, Clueless.
No, I don't watch it.
You just saw
Clueless. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I Love You. You've seen one movie from Will Ferrell and one movie from Paul Rudd. Did you find any in there that with
from Will Ferrell? I found some movies. TV shows. Strangers with Candy says he was in, which I don't remember him in that.
Okay.
But I can take that. In terms of movies,
did you see anywhere he has like a more like serious role, like what is it, like something?
I mean, so I have seen. Now I've not seen him in one that's more serious. I have a very similar reaction to Jim. What's his name? Who's the one in the mask? Yeah, Carrey.
I know.
Also drives me crazy. But I saw him in. Was it Eternal Sunshine? No, he wasn't in that. Oh, The Truman Show.
Yeah,
and he was okay in that. So when they're not like constantly like on like a manic trip.
Yeah, Jim Carrey's he's a great actor when he like when he flexes those acting chops.
Yeah, as opposed to just like moving.
I know you don't like the silly silly ones.
I mean, they all just. I'm very empathic, and what happened to Robin Williams is what I think is going to happen to each one of these guys. Like they just seem like they're covering up for something, and it makes me very uncomfortable.
That's. I mean, you're.
I know I just took this down.
Yeah, that's a huge assumption to make of people.
That is what I see when they have this manic energy that I just feel as a cover, and it makes me very uncomfortable.
All right.
Yeah. So I haven't watched any of his movies really because he makes me really uncomfortable.
That's funny.
So I would say Elf.
Yeah, there you go. We did it, folks. Will Ferrell, he's a goddamn treasure.
At least it's got it's Christmas.
You don't know nothing. You know.
I don't. But I have to say that I didn't mind him as much in this.
All right. Well, yeah. Let's talk about it. What's your overall review of the first episode?
Yeah.
You'd watch it again?
Sure.
You're not eager to jump
I would watch it, but
two?
I would have a video game or my phone in my hand as I'm watching it again.
Gotcha. But you'd check it out.
I wouldn't say no.
Gotcha.
It was fine.
Yeah, I would like to. It's not a binge for me.
Okay.
But I definitely am looking forward to watching the next episode. I thought Paul Rudd and Will Ferrell were great together. I thought Paul Rudd was awesome. Will Ferrell, we didn't really get to see much of. He's just doing his like meek character. But I'm interested to see like what the relationship became and why this is happening.
Yeah. I agree with that.
But yeah, I definitely want to watch more. So, you don't have to.
No, I mean,
again, I don't have to get out the rope again. But
I mean, yeah, it looks like you've been using it for one of these ones that we're watching, right? What is it again?
oh yeah, we're gonna watch all.
I
of
Love
them.
You, Man.
We're gonna watch all of them. Yep. I'm just gonna just give you some like peyote or something, and just force you to watch Will Ferrell's entire back catalog.
Oh my God, binge it.
Yeah, you'd be a changed man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it'll really open me up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
We'll work on it. We'll report back.
I mean, I'm open to try it.
Yeah, exactly. No, remember this, folks. He agreed to this. So that stands as a legal document.
It's been documented.
It's been documented. All right. Well, that is our show. Go check out The Shrink Next Door. Let us know what you thought of the first episode. Go check out our socials as well. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok.
It's that time.
First Eps podcast. Follow us on each one of them. Putting out some amazing content everywhere.
Yeah.
Also, do me a favor. Go to YouTube. Subscribe to Pop Culture Playground. That's where you find the video of this show, as well as other movie reviews, TV show reviews, video game reviews, all sorts of good stuff there.
Yeah.
And then, go to Apple Podcasts. If you're listening to this, hit up Apple Podcasts. Leave us a 5-star rating there. Subscribe.
I'm trying to make a star.
Yeah.
But I can't.
No, I don't think it's possible.
Yeah.
But,
It's at the heart.
Oh,
Star.
yeah. Star. I think we need to team up for that one. Here, you do this with your fingers, and I'll do this. Something like this.
This is Star of David. I can do that one. Da-ding.
Da-ding.
Thank you. 5 of those.
Yeah, put 5 of those up there, and send us a screenshot. We'll send you a sticker or a magnet, and that's all. That's all I got.
We're sending some swag now, huh?
Yeah. Next week we've got a big show. We're really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
The Wheel of Time.
Now, have you read all these books?
I have not read a single one.
I've read 2 of them. They were good.
I think there's 12.
I know, and I think I got crushed when I read all that.
Yeah, and they're like each 1,000 pages.
So now we can watch it, and we're excited.
Exactly. I'm very excited for that. I need a large fantasy thing in my life since Game of Thrones.
And no Will Ferrell.
He might make an appearance. Stop back next week for that, and until then, we'll see you
when we see
on the flip side. That too. Bye. So, all right.
And rewind it and go.